everybody, it's Reckless and welcome to Breaking the Fourth Wall. So, it's time for another Destiny poll where I ask the Destiny community a question and then I voice the community's opinions as well as my own. Stay tuned until after the video because I will be showing you guys this week's clip of the week. This week's question is, will Destiny 2 be a success or a flop? Now, when I say success, I mean the game itself. I'm not worried about financially as in if Bungie is going to make money off of it because we all know that they will. I am talking about the game, whether in the quote story mode, and no, more cinematics does not mean it has a story. I'm getting really tired of hearing that. It does help, but implementing the lore into the game is what makes the story, and that is what Bungie has done in Destiny 2. But continuing on what I was saying, so the story mode, strikes, lost sectors, adventures, the raid, and everything that is Crucible. That is the success that I am talking about. Also, I don't care what everyone says. Even though Destiny is not classified as a massively multiplayer online game, or MMO, Destiny 2 is getting extremely close to it. Even more so than the original Destiny was. Now that Bungie has implemented lost sectors, which are pretty much dungeons, and adventures, which are pretty much side quests that may or may not tie into the story, in conjunction with the story, strikes, raids, and PvP that we already have, then Destiny 2 can officially be classified as an MMO FPS, or Massive Multiplayer Online First-Person Shooter. This is what I mean by success. Now, looking at the poll, and as of the recording of this video, 719 Guardians voted, and I thank every one of you. So, 434 or 60% of the voters said that yes, Destiny will be a total success. 54 or 8% voted that Destiny 2 will be a flop. And then we have 231 or 32% that feels like Destiny 2 is more like Destiny 1.5 instead of a sequel. Now, there's no surprise to me on this poll this time around, and that's because I kind of figured that this is how it would turn out. A lot of the things that Bungie has shown us in the beginning when they first started talking about Destiny 2 seemed like Destiny 2 was going to be an expansion and not much of a sequel, aka Destiny 1.5. But anyways, at that point, I could say that I was not sure if I even wanted to buy Destiny 2. Now, Justin Givers said, and I quote, "Monetary success? Sure. How can it fail? Something like 30 million Guardians have started the game, and if half of them buy immediately with new players, etc., it just can't fail. But if you were talking about the gameplay, balance, lag, and all the in-game things for players, that will have to be decided by the player base. And like in vanilla, most of us put up with the BS because the game was worth the time and was fun, regardless of the issues it had." Now, Xenomorph said, and I quote, "The thing I find most amusing is that I put money on it that most of the whiny, salty, negative Nancys saying that they're not buying Destiny 2 will be getting it either at launch or when they see the majority of their friends playing it. Sure, there are those that won't buy it at all, but I'd love to know how many people are going to be total hypocrites when D2 launches. Of course, none or very few of them would own up to it." End quote. And the funny part about that is I actually agree with him, or her, whoever Xenomorph is. But yeah, I actually agree with them a lot. And then we have Normie. Normie has this to say: "Flop because it's 1.5. Over time, as Bungie released more and more teasers and content here or there, then they slowly got my interest. However, I'm still setting very high expectations, and you should as well. Given that two other studios besides Bungie, and that's not including Activision, which are Vicarious Visions as well as High Moon, are in the project to help with consistency of new content for Destiny 2. And that's amazing. I'm glad that Bungie actually helped to outsource to help with this. That'll actually help get different people's insights on what the game should be developing into. I feel that the overall scheme of things for Destiny 2 will indeed make great content, a great game, and something that everyone will be able to enjoy regardless whether they are new to Destiny, a returning veteran, or even if you're one of those people who quit the game but decide they want to come back. I like most of the new things that Bungie has brought to the franchise, but only time will tell if it is actually worth it in the end." And that, my friends, brings us to the end of the video. Next week's question is, in Destiny 2, for PvP, should there be a hardcore mode? And no, Trials of Osiris is not hardcore. If you would like to vote in that poll, then I will put a link to that poll in the description. Starting next week, I will be using a different system for the polls. That way it gets the number of people who voted as well as the percentage all in one. So stay tuned for clip of the week. Also, like the video if you liked it, share it if you thought it was helpful, subscribe and turn on your notifications in order to keep up to date with all my videos. Feedback in the comments definitely helps the channel to grow. Thank you guys for all of your support. I'm Reckless, and remember, own your success, and I will see you guys next time.
No one shares the glory on that one. Double kill. Securing the crest is vital.